Hello all. Today in this video we will discuss about the practice questions which we already studied about SAP HANA, SAP S4 HANA and SAP Fiori. So we have studied much of the information about these things. So how the SAP HANA has evolved and how this digital transformation has developed the new SAP S4 HANA. We have discussed many things. So in this video we will just practice the questions related to those topics which will be useful um, related to SAP FI certification. So the first question is, which SAP technological products provide platform required for SAP to support the digital transformation of an organization? So which SAP technological products? So here we have four options like SAP HANA, SAP Leonardo, SAP Fiori and SAP Cloud Platform. So which of these four out of which of these four do we think the SAP was means the digital transformation has supported the SAP to evolve into a new application? So we know that SAP HANA, SAP HANA and SAP Cloud Platform. These are the two which helped the development of new ERP system which is today. So here we need to read the question slowly and understand what actually they are asking. So in this question, if we see, they are asking about the SAP technological products which provide platform for SAP to support the digital transformation of an organization. So the main things are SAP HANA and SAP Cloud Platform which helped the SAP S4 HANA as of today. So we have selected these two options. Why not the other two? SAP Fiori is actually an app based application that is part of SAP S4 HANA and also SAP Leonardo Leonardo is in multiple collection of technologies. So might be we used it, but these are the main platforms which we have used in SAP S4 HANA to support the digital transformation. So SAP HANA is a default platform to support the digital transformation for businesses. In addition, SAP Cloud Platform provides the infrastructure and tools for developing next generation applications. So let us move on to question number 2. So our second question is, which component of the framework for the intelligent enterprise includes SAP Leonardo? So what we discussed about SAP Leonardo, SAP Leonardo is a multiple collection of technologies, right? So Which component of the framework for the intelligent enterprise includes SAP Leonardo? It's a multiple intelligent technologies. So we have intelligent suite, digital platform, intelligent technologies, machine learning. Actually, machine learning is part of SAP Leonardo. So what we can say for this is intelligent technologies. So intelligent technology is the component for the intelligent enterprise which includes SAP Leonardo. So moving on to third question. So if we want to develop enhancement for purchase to pay process in S4 HANA, where do SAP recommend to perform? It is a process related one. So if we see in traditional ERP, if there is any enhancement, we were doing it directly on SAP ERP component, core SAP ERP component. But as it is process related in SAP S4 HANA, we are doing it in the SAP cloud platform. Okay, as it is process related. If it is configuration related, we will do it in SAP S4 HANA configuration screen. So the fourth question is, do SAP S4 HANA can be deployed on cloud infrastructure? Yeah, as we read and what we understood from our previous discussions, yes, we can deploy the SAP S4 HANA on cloud infrastructure. Yes, this is true. So there is no limitation on the location of the hardware that the on-premise version of SAP HANA, SAP S4 HANA is deployed on. So client can choose any third-party cloud vendors other than SAP. Not only SAP's cloud, it can select any of the third-party cloud vendors. If a customer chooses to go with SAP as the cloud infrastructure, for an on-premise SAP S4 HANA deployment, then we call the product as SAP S4 HANA Cloud private option. If they go with other vendor infrastructure, so then we will call it as SAP S4 HANA. So when we call it as SAP S4 HANA Cloud, when they use the SAP Cloud platform to locate their server. So if they use other vendors cloud infrastructure, then we will just say it as an SAP S4 HANA. So SAP S4 HANA can be deployed on cloud infrastructure. Yes, that is true. So moving on to fifth question. SAP HANA database relies on which technologies for storing data? So do you remember we have discussed few technologies, means like how the data is getting stored and due to which the performance of the system has increased. Do you know which technology it is? It is one is how the data is getting stored. Do you remember? Now we are storing the data through columnar storage, and also we are compressing the data, compression, and one more thing is we are storing it in the RAM, which is in-memory technology. So with these three things, actually SAP HANA is relying to store the data. One is in column wise and in compressing the data, and with in-memory technology. So next question, the sixth one is, data in SAP HANA database is stored in which two ways? So now how the data is storing, it is through row, first column, and also for few things they are using rows. So column store is preferred method in SAP HANA. So because it is better in reading the data. So row storage is preferred by the traditional databases and is also supported fully by SAP HANA. It is not that it only supports column storage, it even supports row based storage wherever required. So the seventh question is, in SAP HANA we can perform both OLAP and OLTP processing without duplication of the data for the SAP BW and SAP ERP system. Is this true or false? Actually we should say yes, it is true. Like SAP HANA was designed to fulfill the goal of combining optimal OLTP and OLAP processing in one database. So because it simplifies the process and helps in answering the questions, like normally we will see in BW how did this number come. So transaction and analysis both will be in the same place and saves IT resources support. So we can perform both. Yes, it is true. Okay. So the eighth question, SAP HANA makes extensive use of which high-speed hardware technology to offer more speed? So how it is, which hardware technology it is using? It is using multi-core CPUs. So it is using multi-core CPUs to offer more speed in SAP S4HANA. So the ninth question, SAP S4HANA replaces SAP ERP and development and support are shifted completely to SAP S4HANA. Is it right? Actually, no, it is false. SAP S4HANA is not completely replacing the SAP ERP, means SAP ERP is getting obsolete and only SAP S4HANA is going to be active till today. It is not like that. SAP ERP, who are actually the old clients who are using SAP ERP, can use as it is, and if they are interested in migrating to SAP S4HANA, they can upgrade to SAP S4HANA, means migrate to SAP S4HANA. It is not like immediately SAP is going to stop SAP ERP systems and everyone has to use the SAP S4HANA systems. It is not like that. Maybe it might give few years, couple of years of time to all the clients to migrate to the new systems, and then it may take the decision, not as of now and immediately. The statement is false. So moving on to 10th question, SAP S4HANA system relies on which product line for procurement functions? So the options might be SAP Ariba, SAP SuccessFactors, SAP Concur, SAP C4HANA. We all know that for procurement, Ariba is the um, extra means like third party system which we use for procurement. In Ariba, through Ariba we will interface to SAP, and all the POs and what goods receipt and invoices will be interfaced from Ariba to SAP S4HANA. So it is SAP Ariba. Sorry. And the other things which I said, SAP SuccessFactors, we use it for human resources. SAP Concur, we can use it for travel and expenses. And SAP C4HANA, that will support everything around the customer experience. Okay, so the one which supports procurement functions is SAP Ariba. Yeah, now the 11th question, technology which SAP leveraged to eliminate aggregate tables. We discussed like aggregate tables and index tables were removed, right? So which technology it has used in SAP S4 HANA, and also while maintaining the same compatibility with many legacy programs. What is the technology? The technology is compatibility view. Compatibility view. So this is the technology which it has used in the SAP HANA database to support programs that read old aggregate and index tables that are no longer in the system. Okay, and moving on to 12th question, choosing between SAP S4 HANA and SAP S4 Cloud, multi-tenant edition is also a matter of required scope. Is it true or false? It's saying it as false, and it is actually explaining like even I was not like choosing between SAP S4 HANA and SAP S4 Cloud. Multi-tenant edition is also a matter of required scope. So the product scope still varies with SAP S4 HANA being the more complete solution currently. It gives complete solution. The SAP S4 Cloud solution is a better fit for a new subsidiaries of large enterprises or companies interested in a lean digital core solution that is always up to date with the latest features and functions, and that can be live with the limitations of multi-tenant cloud system. If they are in multi-tenant cloud system, the system will not be immediately up to date. It will not be live immediately. If it is in single tenant, whenever SAP do the update, immediately it will be available in their systems because it is using the cloud systems which is in the SAP, which is directly from the SAP. So the answer to this is false. Choosing between SAP S4 HANA and SAP S4 Cloud, multi-tenant edition is also a matter of required scope. So moving on to the 13th question. The question is, the only version of the public cloud edition. Public itself states that it is a multi-tenant. Private is a single tenant, right? So the only version of the public cloud edition of SAP S4 HANA Cloud a customer can be on is the latest released version. Yes. So whenever SAP releases the version, it has to be upgraded in their system because it is multi-tenant. It can't say like I am not ready and I am only ready with this time and other client will say I am ready with it. Can't manage with all the tenants, right? It will give one particular time to all the clients, so the system will get upgraded in that particular time which SAP provides. But in a private cloud means like if it is a single tenant, then it is their it has an option when they can upgrade their systems. So the quarterly updates will happen for the multi-tenant public cloud solutions. So the client cannot choose to skip a product release cycle because the system is upgraded for all at the same time. All other editions including SAP S4 HANA Cloud single tenant edition give customers more flexibility when selecting their upgrade path and frequency. Okay, so it has to use only the latest released version. Okay, moving on to next question, question number 14. A user wants to add an application to his SAP Fiori homepage but can't find it in the app finder. What does the admin have to do? So the SAP Fiori tile homepage, the SAP Fiori tile catalog defines which tiles a user is authorized to use. So we discussed it, right? Okay, user wants to add an application to his SAP Fiori home page but can't find it in app finder. If there is no authorization, they can't find it in their app finder. So it depends on the catalog and the roles which was assigned to their user ID. So if the user is not assigned to the right catalog, he won't see the application tile even if parts of a group he is assigned to. Okay, he was assigned to the catalogs, right? It needs to be assigned to his roles. So the 15th question, where can an SAP Fiori end user change the theme of his SAP Fiori Launchpad? So end user will have access to the Fiori Launchpad and in the Me area he can change the theme for whatever he required. And for SAP Fiori tools, admins will have the access. The Me area is where users can control all changeable settings for their SAP Fiori Launchpad. Okay. Anyone with appropriate username and password can log on to SAP Fiori Launchpad through a web browser. Yes. This answer is user Me settings. Me area. And for the other one it is yes. Anyone with appropriate It's true. Anyone with appropriate user ID and password can log into Fiori Launchpad as it does not require any software that needs to be installed. Just they need only the modern up-to-date web browser which supports HTML5 will work with this Fiori. So what kind of customizations can user make to their SAP Fiori Launchpads? So users, what kind of changes they can do or what kind of customizations they can do, it is nothing but changing the name and look of their tiles can only be done in the catalog view of the SAP Launchpad Designer. End users can only access the SAP Fiori Launchpad where they can manage their tile groups. So these two things can be done. They can change the name of the name and look of the tiles in their catalog, and also they can manage their tile groups. These are the two things which they can do in their SAP Fiori Launchpads. So for the question number 17, what are the customization can user make the SAP Fiori Launchpads? The answer is change the name of the tile groups and create their own tile groups. Create their own tile groups. So we have seen and also discussed it, like this is an important question in the examination. What are the SAP Fiori design principles? So for designing, what are the principles they have followed? And they have followed, like, it is a role based, it should be coherent, it should be simple and responsive and instant value. So you search the information of the cost center in Fiori Launchpad. What kind of app is used for the information shown in the results? So we know that there are three kinds of apps: one transactional, analytical and fact sheets. So here we don't know what exact information we are searching. It is just related to the cost center. So it will show us the fact sheet app, whether it might be the transactional information or the list of cost center information, like report kind of information. So it will provide the information in the fact sheet at the high level. So then we can drill down to the information for what we are searching for. Okay, so that will be fact sheet app. So these are the kind of questions we may get from the first chapter, SAP HANA, SAP S4 HANA and SAP Fiori. So from next video onwards we will move on to general ledger accounting and see the configuration part, and in the same way we will analyze in detail about each and every point in general ledger accounting from the certification point of view. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Thank you so much.